just a second here. Okay. For anybody who thinks this is the sinking city, it is not. So, just similarity in name, of course. Finally up and running. Sorry about that. I waited too long to try to prep things for on Odyssey, and it took a while for them to finish processing my request. So, we shall see. We shall see if I do a better job next stream. So, my apologies once again. Okay, let's go ahead and pull this up. So this is a murder mystery. I know we're already doing one on Saturday nights, but I'm kind of in a murder mystery mood. So don't have much left. But I can catch up on other stuff from other years, I guess. That's a good point. Didn't think about that. But don't have very much left from last Halloween to do. Got Northbury Grove and convenience store. So that's it. I don't see any options. Let me go ahead and add this to the stream so you can see it, of course. Whoops, I got game capture. Okay. If I can do this. Okay. Is that going to work if I pull this up, or is it not? Out. Doesn't seem like it's going to figure it out. Oh, there it is. Yep, so I just need to resize this to be. Oh, really? Okay. Looks to me, I'm going to have to move a couple things around. First of all, let's pull this down to the bottom just in case anything overlaps so you can still see the other stuff. Let me move. Nope, not that. Leave that there. Grab the logo. My webcam stuff down, then I guess. Makes more sense to do, I think. And okay, logo. Go up here. In fact, I could more center it probably. That there. I'm actually going to remove that and replace it with the more squarish one. Sure. Okay. Gonna be this one. Okay. Yeah, that's good. about right. Let me resize this a little bit too, since it looks like. And then, of course, this too wide, so I got to do it like that. Okay. Okay, hang on. So what does that amount to? So if I bring, what I really need to do is this, right? And get this basically to here. And I can realign. Oh, slightly less. Okay. And that, I think. Yeah, that's good. A little bit more. Over a bit. That, I think. Let's go over. All right. Let's move the chat box up a little bit as well. Okay, and then the actual chat. Up to. There. Okay. That's good. Okay. Let's go ahead and start. I don't. There aren't any options or controls or anything. Okay. Guess not. Whitebirds Incorporated .co.gov.edu presents Create a Profile. Okay. Okay. I see options come afterward. Okay. Subtitles, yes. Detail mode. Change anything of that, I think. I think we're good. Try to have music not be. Well, music gets too quiet though. Oh, I know what I could do though. Let me turn music down some. Hey, Silo, welcome. Okay, then let me on stream turn the volume up. Maybe more like this. All right. And, okay. Here. Keep that like that. That seems like it's loud kind of on its own, so. Okay. I think that's good for volume. We'll, you know, if we need to, but I turned subtitles on as well, so hopefully at least you can read what's going on if for some reason you can't hear. Let me know, as always, if volume turns out to be a problem or something. I can always adjust it. Your game mode. So there's race against time and adventure mode. I'm just going to do standard adventure mode, so I can, you know, do my usual being hyper thorough, like more than I probably need to be. But an island, a dead man. An island, a dead man. Several suspects. Be vigilant. Clues can be found anywhere. An action-packed investigation full of surprises. Okay, give me a second here to get rid of this. My most favoriteest thing ever is when people spam me with Nejna or whatever the frick. Nejna. Spam junk. So delete that. Delete that. Okay. Like every stream, what I need to do is I need to install a plugin on Twitch and Kick, and wherever else, and like get some kind of plugin and just basically set it to automatically look for like whatever it's called, Nejna, in the text and automatically block a message that has that in it. Be like, don't spam your stuff here. Nice try. It's every single stream, literally every stream, Nejna or whatever, and then also some like something hot streams, some porn thing or something. I don't even know what the hell, but I always get that one too. Something stream bot something. Okay, anyway, there's also race against time mode, which, you know, if you wanna, the time goes by quickly, suspects get annoyed, and the tension is rising, we'd be able to solve the case in time. We're just going to go with a casual adventure. I didn't want anything too stressful for this. So, this is from 2007, I believe.
This lousy weather right across the whole sector. You can't let things drag on over there, Jack.
Is it a murder?
No, I don't believe so. Walter Jones was already in pretty bad shape. The heart and all the rest of it. So, just a routine, Jack, okay? Routine matter, all right? I want to hear deaths from natural causes with no stories, you understand? I don't want a crime on my hands right now, seeing my bill of health, understand?
You're the boss, Vic.
Jack?
Of course, I understand.
You're really helping me out here, you know?
Get well, Vic. See you soon.
Nice cinematic to start.
The weather forecast is awful, Inspector. It's likely to turn into a nightmare in a few hours. Don't drag on. We'll come to get you at 4 p.m.
Okay for 4 p.m. I don't expect to be any later than necessary.
Inspector Norm, welcome to Sagara. I'm Hubert Denault, the attorney, Mr. Jones.
Okay, Mr. Dolan, let's go. I don't have much time.
Watch, the chopper's going to come back at 4 p.m. and it's going to be...
Are you sure you don't want to take time to settle in? There's a room that's been prepared for you, Inspector Norm.
Unnecessary. If it turns out that Mr. Jones's death was accidental, then I have no reason to hang around here, Mr. Nolan.
I don't know why it's called the sinking island. Is it eroding because of water? It's not the sinking city, obviously, so it's a different reason. It's not...
I beg you to pardon me for this somewhat acrobatic descent. I had to put this ladder here urgently this morning to access the corpse. Yesterday evening, when I tried to help, poor Walter was stuck higher up in the rocks close to the edge. The waves must have sent the poor man's body rolling toward the bottom during the night. We suffered a terrible storm, you know.
All right. We'll go back to the ladder, of course. Getting familiar with. So that's talk to somebody. Okay, so these are pretty clear icons. It's not hard to tell what you're going to do.
Inspector, I'm entirely at your service to answer any questions that may come to your mind.
So I think this is an inventory. So if I pick up items that are evidence, maybe notes to go with it, I'm assuming, right? And then what is this?
Hello, Inspector Jack Norm. Welcome to your personal police assistant.
I see.
Jack, This device was created to help you in your investigations. The goal of the software system is to rationalize the combination of clues, evidence, hypotheses, and deductions, which will allow you to quickly uncover the criminals. For this, your personal police assistant will store all information you will collect about the suspects during your investigations. It will remember their age, gender, and function. The incriminating and exculpatory evidence are also made note of. In addition, it will indicate in real time their geographical position in the surrounding areas where you might need to find them during your investigation. The Clue Manager will centralize all of the information that you have collected, whether it includes photos, documents, material evidence, or even suspects' statements. In your hands, you have more than a motive for matching clues that you will have collected. You also have a great tool for comparing them. This function will be particularly useful for validating the match between two prints, two footprints, or even the relationship between two pieces of an object. You can trust your personal police assistant to validate the correct hypothesis and to keep you from being misled into dead ends. This device includes a third function, which strictly depends on the two others. It is your Progress Manager. It divides your investigation into a certain number of precise interrogations, like different pieces of a puzzle. Your job becomes a child's game, Jack. When you know how to respond correctly to all of these questions, you will have solved your investigation.
Okay. That's what we got for that. Okay, so don't really have anything right now. Let's go ahead and examine the body.
A nail implanted in the cheek. His attacker wasn't light about it. At first glance, the body doesn't show signs of death by drowning or hypothermia. And this injury on the forehead seems too superficial to have caused the death. It's the forensic expert's job now. It's for him to tell me what killed Walter Jones.
Anything else in particular? Nothing else to examine. I don't know if that ever happens in this game. Nothing else offhand to examine, according to this. As far as I can see. Okay.
Ask all the questions you'd like to ask. I'm at your service.
What can you tell me regarding the death of Walter Jones?
In my view, we're looking at a murder. I'm categorical, Inspector. I saw Baena push Walter over the edge. The identity of the culprit is not a matter of question for me.
Was the death an accident? I'm assuming, since we have a mystery game, I'm assuming the answer is no, but yeah.
Okay.
Okay. There's not much down here that I'm seeing offhand. So his body, I'm not seeing anything
Inspector,
that
I'm entirely at your service to answer any questions that may come to your mind.
I don't see anything that gives me an idea like drag marks or anything. He said he fell, but just in case, something along those lines is what I'm saying. But I don't see anything along those lines, anything of that type that. Okay. I did not double click.
I would do well to ask the attorney for some details. I just have some questions to ask you. Where were you and what were you doing last night?
I was at the restaurant with the guests when Walter left for his walk at around 10 p.m. I went back to my office maybe a quarter of an hour or half an hour later. I had to wait for him, as we had agreed upon in the afternoon. Not seeing him come, I looked out of the window, and that's when I saw what could have been a quarrel between Baina Jumhu and Walter at the Tortoise Belvedere. He fell to the bottom, in his wheelchair. I hurried to help him, but it was raining like mad, and I could not go down to the rocks to get him out of there. He was no longer moving. I think he died instantly. I came back to tell everyone what had happened, and I also immediately called the police.
What was your relationship with Walter Jones?
I've worked for Walter Jones for over 20 years. Our relationship was always excellent. In fact, he even did me the honor of asking me to call him by his first name. I admired this man immensely, Inspector. I would even say that I had affection for him, and that this was mutual.
Go on any dates, though? That's the real question.
Tell me, did your boss have a suicidal temperament? Or was he in the habit of taking unreasonable risks? Or was he in fragile health? Could it be that following severe medical treatment he suffered from dizziness and fainting spells? What more can I say? You have to tell me everything, Mr. Noland.
No, Inspector. Physically and mentally, Walter Jones was as solid as a rock. He only suffered from a paralysis of the lower limbs, but nothing that could explain this mortal fall.
I'll take note of it.
Okay, so it looks like in the future, I have to click and click and click and click and click until he does this. Okay, so does that mean I have to examine this again? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. So just when talking to people, you have to keep asking questions. Click again and again. They don't show up like in most games, like of this type, where you have a list of questions and you choose one. It doesn't really show up that way. You have to click the file again each time. So it's a little bit different. It's not bad, just a little bit different.
First, I have to transmit my conclusions to Reeves as quickly as possible.
Oh, okay. Sure. I see. Not compare. Okay. No natural causes could be responsible for his death. He always had a good relation. Affectional, nothing wrong with some work romance, yeah. Nolan goes back to the previous evening's events.
Is Walter Jones's death accidental? The death of Walter Jones seems to be criminal.
Reeves, it's Jack. The forensic expert's going to have work. The death seems suspicious. A fall from a few meters that leaves scratches and an embedded nail in the face. It's not all that clear, you understand?
Jack, if it's like you said, I'm afraid you'll have to prolong your stay. Sorry. I didn't want to impose this on you. You have carte blanche to confirm this. Good luck.
I have carte blanche. It's an excellent wine on the weekends. Okay. Don't know if I can ask
Inspector,
you
I'm
anything
entirely
about
at your service to answer any questions that may come to your mind. What can I do for you, Inspector?
Do you know anything about medicine?
No, I don't know anything about medicine.
In that case, you can't help me.
Okay. So, this, I guess. Try for the third time. Can I go up the ladder this time? Okay.
What do you
Actually
say
done,
about
I
it,
guess,
Inspector?
for now.
Your boss was murdered.
Well, I guess this list will be useful. It has the identities of all the people who currently reside on the island. And here's the key to your room. Because now I suppose you're going to be staying a while. I remain at your disposition, Inspector. Especially to give you a tour of the tower. It's huge, you know.
Thanks. I think I can manage.
Fine, I'll leave you then. See you later, Inspector.
I'm at your disposition. Well,
Ah,
normally in
here we
English
are.
would say
Something
I'm at your
interesting.
disposal.
Seemingly, Walter Jones was not alone the moment he had his great fall. The wheelchair made a chaotic journey before falling off the cliff.
Yeah, we would normally in English say I'm at your disposal, meaning you can use me for whatever need you have. You can use me however you want. Not at your disposition. Disposition is like somebody's mood and attitude. That's not the same thing. But there are so many words in English that have various meanings too. That's possible there's a meaning for disposition that I don't know. It's definitely possible. There are, I don't remember what it is. It's something like 200,000 or something words in English, something like that. So there are a lot of words that I don't know. I'll be right back. I'm making myself something. One second. I think I've pretty much thoroughly examined this spot, right? Let me see. Oops. I just went over too far. Found this and also commented on that. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. Okay, so a variety of people. We've only met him. Says he always maintained an excellent relationship with him. Says he went to the Tortoise Belvedere to try to keep him, or to try to help him after his fall. I guess it's like a bar on the island or something, where he can maybe talk to people to see if somebody is a doctor or if somebody has a phone. I don't know what that is, but we'll find out, I guess. Who was at the Belvedere of the Tortoise on the night of Walter Jones's death? What was the cause of the death? Skid marks for the wheelchair. Chaotic footprints. List of people. Okay, and this is beads from a necklace. Well, I can't move them around, so I don't know why we have the. If I hold the mouse button, have it do this grab when nothing happens. But maybe there'll be some objects we can disassemble or something later. I don't know. I don't know what purpose that is, but it seems like. Okay. Is this also down below? Yeah. Oh no, it is here. Okay. Because this is what I was wanting to examine. This, not the other. But I wasn't sure. It all was one big arrow as I went along, so I couldn't tell. Careful running along the cliffside there, buddy. Slide and fall off and join Walter.
There's a piece missing on the armrest.
Interesting. Don't know why that is. But obviously that's a problem. Well, a potential problem. It's possible when he fell, something ripped off that he's grabbing onto.
Walter Jones must have hit himself here against this rock.
Let's see. Excuse me. Chain. Some kind. I've got my, I think, finalized list for the Halloween stream. So going to this next week, I'm going to start working on the announcement video. Hopefully have that at the beginning of October instead of like 4 days before or something like last year.
I need some graphite powder to take this print. The architect must have some drawing material. I could make myself some.
I see. Okay, so that's for the fingerprints. Looks like scratches, but I guess we're not. Okay, I think I just cut back to this, so it's probably fine. I mean, if I need to, of course. Double check, make sure there's nothing. There's that, but otherwise there's nothing to examine up here. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Go further in. Doesn't look like there's anything to examine here, but let me finish going over it like this, see if there's a chance to miss something, maybe. No, I think we're okay. Kind of, I mean, it's good, I guess you could see like the ocean and stuff from there. It's a little strange to have that middle screen there with nothing to do on it. Maybe later during the mystery, somebody will be at that spot. I see. We came from there. We can go over here. This with the tire tracks or marks in the mud or sand probably means this is the way to, like, the cantina and whatever else might be there. The Belvedere and stuff. Nothing over to the right. So basically back, which for now, no. Or to the side or up. Let's go to the side first, I guess. Yeah, before I go to a different screen. Just check the mud. See if there are any things of note I find. Does not look like it. Okay. So there is at least one thing here. May or may not be important. What's that?
To what does this piece of cloth belong?
Random piece of cloth, huh? Were people getting sexy with each other up here and some clothing got left behind? Scrap of gray fabric, full of yellow lichen, found near the death scene. It clearly comes from a piece of clothing. Yeah, if it's full of lichen, it's been there for a while. It's not something from last night or something. Unless somebody found lichen and put it in the cloth and set it here, but I don't know why somebody would do that. Lichen are usually good for, like, for example, if they have phosphorescence, if they glow after light's been applied or something, they're good for visibility in things like caves, but anyway. Don't know why you would scoop it up and put it in a piece of gray cloth. Seems odd to me. So all of this is just forward, yeah. It's forward or backward. Doesn't look like there's anything to the sides now. Okay, forward it is, I guess. I can't examine this. Oh, well, I kind of up here, maybe. But, yeah. So let's move forward. Something over here, whatever this is. Lighter color stones or something. Ah, footprints.
Even more footprints. There were 2 people following Jones that evening.
Okay. Nothing up along the arch. Yeah, it's more or less an arch, just kind of stylized or whatever. Something glowed. Was that? Oh, that was that to go back, maybe. I see. Yeah, okay. I don't think there's anything else on this screen. Oh, mon chéri. You run when I approach. But I only wanted to say you look very beautiful today. Why are you running in fear?
I'm happy to see you here, Sonia.
Me too, Lorenzo. It's a pleasure to see you.
I would have preferred that we see each other in other circumstances.
You don't always have the choice.
Did your grandfather's death affect you deeply?
I don't know. I just can't believe it.
I had problems because of him. But they all went away after his tragic death. In the end, Jones was a good man.
Yes, certainly. I don't know what to think.
Would you like to change the subject?
No, not specially. I'm just a little off, that's all.
The sky is melancholic. Like us, Sonia.
It's true. Perfect weather for a burial.
You know, it's rude when you eavesdrop. Investigator or no?
Too bad that the weather is so bad. I would have liked to try out my new bikini.
The forecast for the next few days isn't so good. But you never know.
Well, you cannot do your bikini now because I'm streaming this and I don't want to get some kind of warning or something because I've streamed inappropriate content. To be fair, though, I've had other stuff that's actually been unknown ahead of time, of course, because I do most of the stuff blind. There was one stream I did where there ended up being some nudity, and I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Did not get in trouble. Now it's drawn nudity, so you can say it's more like just art, but still.
Good morning, ma'am. Jack Norm. I'm a police inspector, and I'm charged with the investigation of the death of Mr. Walter Jones.
Good morning, Inspector. Sonia Jones. I'm the granddaughter of Walter Jones. You know, I hadn't thought that my time on Segura would take such a dramatic turn.
If it doesn't bother you, I'd love to take a photo of your hands, please.
Your method of flirting is very questionable, Inspector. But if that's what you want.
Some people are foot people. I am a hands person.
Thanks.
But the language of love does not care about what part of the body, as long as I find it attractive. Okay, so ask her some questions, maybe?
I'm collecting footprints, and I'd like to add yours.
Go on. I imagine this is part of the game.
More flirting, huh?
Thanks. I'm hoping to ask you some questions. What can you tell me regarding the death of Walter Jones?
It was Hubert de Nolant, you met him, I believe, who told me about the death of my grandfather. Nolan went to the site to rescue my grandfather, but it was too late. And then there was the storm. He advised me not to move, and Billy and Clara too, so we stayed here. This Baina was there, according to what Nolan told us. There's no way that she could have a clear conscience.
Where were you and what were you doing last night?
I spent the evening with my brother Billy and my sister-in-law Clara, Mr. Norm. It was Hubert de Nolant, my grandfather's attorney, who informed us of his death.
What was your relationship with Walter Jones?
You know, Mr. Norm, my grandfather was a tough man. He wasn't the sort of grandpa who spoiled my two brothers and me. I didn't feel at ease with him, and our relationship has been tense for a long time. When he made the first move to invite us here, I was surprised. He was really proud, and that touched me. I'm horrified by the conditions under which he died, and I am sad. Yes, I am saddened by his death. It's odd, isn't it?
What? Just because you didn't get along? Fully? I don't know. That's surprising or whatever.
Do these pearls mean anything to you?
Pearls of no value, Inspector, like the ones worn by the indigenous people of the archipelago. No, they don't mean any more than that to me.
Who is the rightful owner of this piece of chain?
I do have the impression that my grandfather wore something that looked like it. It's pretty ugly in any case, even if we agree it's made of gold. Wait, yes, I do believe, but at the same time I'm not sure.
What do you think of the attorney, Hubert de Noland?
Hubert de Noland is definitely a remarkable man, Inspector. Intelligent, adroit, and terribly efficient.
Did you see anyone at the Tortoise Belvedere last evening, or did anything at all catch your attention?
I spent the evening with my brother Billy and my sister-in-law Clara. We were relaxed and we all chatted. I saw nothing and I heard nothing, Mr. Norm. Sorry to disappoint you.
So glad you don't feel awkward about talking of the death of your grandfather. Well, yeah. You're awfully calm. I don't know that I can trust you.
Do you know anything about medicine?
No.
In that case, you can't help me. I get it.
Jeez, harsh. Hey, you don't know anything about medicine? Just sit over there, okay? I'm not going to talk to you for now. You just go over there. Bye-bye. Kind of rude. Kind of rude.
Good morning. I'm Inspector Jack Norm. I am charged with conducting the investigation of the death of Mr. Jones.
Delighted, Mr. Inspector. Lorenzo Battaglieri. I'm the architect and the mastermind behind this tower in which you'll stay.
May I photograph your shoes?
Do it. Do it, Inspector, if it'll help to discover the truth.
Thanks.
Also, can I see your hands? Whoa, whoa, you asking me out? No, just taking a picture.
I fear I won't further your investigation, Inspector, but tell me anyway.
Did Walter Jones die following the first impact on hitting the rocks, or from what happened to him when he fell further down?
How should I know, Norm? I'm no forensics expert.
I'm wondering whose shoe prints these are.
I don't know, Norm. Sorry.
The wheelchairs seem to be acting strangely before skidding and falling from the cliff. Could it have been malfunctioning? Could a false maneuver have been the reason for the fall?
My God, well, that's hard to say. You know, electronic technology is not always immune to human error.
These footprints near the tracks of the wheelchair lead me to think that there was an argument which got out of hand.
Maybe. I'm not a policeman. I'm nothing but a poor architect.
Who normally walks barefoot on the island?
Well, all the women of the island usually do, Norm.
Who is the rightful owner of this piece of chain?
It seems to me that Walter Jones wore a small chain like that.
Not knowledgeable about medicine moves. I know. That's so rude.
Do these pearls mean anything to you?
No, really, they don't mean anything to me.
To whom could this shred of cloth collected from the rocks of the Belvedere belong?
I don't know. It's... No, I know nothing at all, really.
These people, and she said the same thing, like, what if... No, never mind. Like, there's obviously more to get, but, I mean, I haven't, can't pry it from him right now, I guess.
What can you tell me regarding the death of Walter Jones?
I can't tell you a thing, nothing at all. It's Hubert de Noland who woke me up to tell me about this business. I've got nothing more I can tell you.
Where were you and what were you doing last night?
I spent the evening in my studio listening to the radio, and then I learned of Jones's death from Noland.
What was your relationship with Walter Jones?
Our dealings, both professional and even more so personal, were never simple, Mr. Norm. But I appreciated that he was a character and a man who had talent. I must confess that I'm more affected by his death than I had thought. That's just the way it is, My artistic temperament has always pushed me to be a little bit sentimental.
What do you think of the attorney, Hubert de Noland?
Noland is a crafty and slick man. I don't trust him, Inspector.
I would love it if you could tell me a little about Sonia.
Sonia is a free woman, Inspector. A modern, intelligent, independent woman. She successfully managed to get out of Walter Jones's gilded cage.
Did you see anyone at the Tortoise Belvedere last evening, or did anything at all catch your attention?
I can't answer your question, Norm. I wasn't there.
Do you know anything about medicine?
No, of course not. What a question.
Too bad. I really need some medical advice. Well, I will wait for the coroner's report. I get it.
I might be able to ask her about this guy too.
A question is buzzing in my head. Lorenzo said that you succeeded in getting out of your golden cage. What was he talking about exactly?
You know, Inspector, it's not easy to be the granddaughter of a billionaire who is authoritarian, a megalomaniac, and perverted. I always forced myself to keep a distance from the tyrant.
What do you know about Lorenzo Battaglieri?
Lorenzo is an old friend, Inspector. We've known each other for a long time. He's a refined and charming man. Someone dependable.
I understand better.
Is he charming, though? Didn't come across as especially charming to me, but I guess maybe he wasn't trying to romance me like he might be you. So... I cannot say that I'm not insulted he doesn't want to romance me, but everybody has their tastes, I suppose. Okay. So, those are our first pair of people beyond the attorney. I don't know that I really gained much from the conversations with them, to be honest. We do have some details about them, obviously, but I don't really know that I have a tenuous relationship that really doesn't spell motive at all. Possible, but not really any strong evidence at all. And she says she apparently has 2 eyewitnesses that she spent the whole evening with her brother Billy and his wife, I think, or fiance, whichever it is. I think wife, Clara. So she's got eyewitnesses. Bro has nobody. So he had a difficult relationship, and he was in his studio, so no eyewitnesses. So of the 3 that we've got so far, he's highest on my suspect list. That does not even remotely mean that I think he did it. It just means of the 3, he would be the more likely that I would pick if I had to go off of what I know right now, which obviously is not a lot. I came in from this direction when... What's her name? This lady. Bayana Jumhu ran off. Like somebody had said there was a sale at the mall and she needed to go before it was too late. So I guess we're heading that way. Because Mac probably won't give us anything new right now, at least. Don't see any other clues on the screen, so. Haha, you ran. And guess what? I still caught you. Ah, son of a! I spoke too soon. Damn it, Zexor. Why do you always have to say something? Why were you checking out this pillar? Well, maybe you weren't. Is she playing hard to get? Am I supposed to go running after her? Sonia is free. That's rather a rude claim to be said about a refined lady. I'm sure she's worth at least a few dollars. Yeah. Exactly. Come on. Let's not be insulting. Okay, so either follow her or say, I'm not really here for a romantic tryst. Maybe try... Oh, I think this whole thing is all back, right? If I go here, that's going to be just that, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's just going back. So really only one direction. I cannot go to the left here, right for him. I cannot go over this direction. Closest I can get is where I go back. From here over basically is all just back down this. Okay, I'm not seeing anything on this section of the boardwalk. Whatever you want to call this. So, I guess we'll go move on. I really thought we were going to find something here. That she was right by it or something, but I guess not. Kind of weird. It's like she's waiting for me and then and runs away. Much more detailed and involved screen here. This is all going to go back, so we're not examining this, I guess. Looks like all of this goes back, so we're not going over here either. So I guess all of this is going inside? Because the arrow doesn't change at all in direction. It's making me assume this is all the same action. Okay. Well, let's try this. Alright. I was wondering why he decided to stop here. Apparently he has to pause to give her a chance to run away from us so we can't catch her. It's understandable. That's what I would do. If I was chasing after somebody, if they stopped partway, looked at me, or like if I saw them stop, then I came there. If they looked at me and then ran off, I would go, whoa, whoa, whoa. I can't follow too closely because they got to get away. That'd be my first response. I think this is all the same. I'll go over here in case we can go to the right, but I don't think so. I think it's going to take me, up on this other part of the walk. I cannot go any farther this way. There's a chain there. So I think back is where we just came from, right? So obviously, I guess it's this way. Oh, hang on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Just for a second. Make sure there's nothing here. There's nothing that stands out that I should examine, but just in case. Yeah, okay. I think we're ready now. We're ready to have her run away from us again. Off to the side. So this is just another one of these middle screens. Let's see if there are any clues on the ground. It's not looking like it to me, but there always could be. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything in the grass or on the what looked like there could be prints of some kind. Doesn't look like there's anything there either. Okay. So just forward and on. Looks to me like this is just another middle screen on the way to somewhere. I don't expect to find any clues here, but we'll see. Maybe something over by the rocks here, but probably not. Yeah, no, it's not looking like it. Nope. Okay. A lot of running around for very little payoff so far. We only talked to 2 people and gathered like 4 objects off the ground or something. That's pretty much it so far. I guess though on a big open beach you wouldn't expect to find a whole bunch of stuff all just lying around, lined up for you to grab. Very rocky entrance. They must have some side where ships dock. So like if they bring supplies in, like every 3 months or 6 months, whatever it is, bring something on a cargo ship, like food and maybe equipment, like any repaired or replacement items, stuff like that. Probably something like a wall like this, but like a little U or something, so the ship could come in and dock to the side on the U. And then, anyway, this stuff here is definitely not friendly for ships docking. And there was where the other two people were. Why do I not remember their names? So Lorenzo and Sonia, was it? Yeah. Lorenzo and Sonia. That was more beach, right? With, you know, some lounge chairs and stuff, but obviously that's not where a ship's gonna land. At least generally. If it's like a passenger, like a motorboat was out on the ocean or something, then obviously you can land that there. But generally speaking, cargo and stuff would not go there. Nothing on the side looking across here, right? I know this is not the same series, but in, for example, the Broken Sword games, sometimes you had to look at the side of the mansion outside to get an idea of for some clue, and then you can proceed. Just making sure there's nothing out here that looks odd. There's nothing supernatural in this game as far as I know, so, I mean, I could be wrong. I have before by with other games that I played, but I don't think there's anything supernatural going on here. So I don't expect to see weird symbols or something on the side of this, but there are people, like there are cultists in reality, people belonging to cults, and they have, depending on the cult, they may have some interesting and not really orthodox beliefs about things. And so it's definitely possible, if there's something like that going on here, that they did some kind of a worship symbol up here or something. I just don't think it's very likely in this, I guess I would say, because it's not of the same nature as something like Broken Sword. Doesn't feel like it is, but you never know. I mean, I guess anybody who's played this before would know, but without having played this before, you would not know. Ah, she was hurrying over here so that I could catch her. Coco and Baina's hut. Is Coco her dad? I'm guessing maybe her uncle. Let's see, what is... We have a relationship here. So Baina, Jumbu, and... Oh, not Coco, Kolio. And it's also Jumbu. Yes, that's her dad. Okay. Kolio, not Coco. Alright, let's see if... This is leaving. Okay, so we're not going to look at the table at all. That is also leaving, going past. So, not yet. Actually, it looks like maybe it's going inside. Instead of past. Just look, there's just cliff side behind the hut. So, yeah, it's almost certainly going inside the hut.
Strange construction.
Okay, Kolio, we're here. Let's talk to you.
Good morning, sir. I'm Jack Norm. I'm a police inspector. I'm investigating the demise of Mr. Walter Jones.
I saw the helicopter, Jack Norm. I am Kolio. I have been a fisherman here forever. My daughter's name is Baina. She lives here with me. Sagora is an island blessed by the gods. Old Jones is dead, and it's sad. But he was lucky to die in Sagora.
May I photograph your shoes?
You are the boss, Jack Norm.
I mean, let's not go too far. If I say go drown yourself in the ocean,
Thanks.
Let's not go do that. That seems like a bad idea.
Here's the man who is always seeking the truth. So speak, Jack Norm.
Always? He acts like we're old acquaintances or something. Barely even met.
What is this pyramid, then?
My daughter fell from Hawita. She tried to free herself from the hands of old Jones. They both lost their balance. Jones was paralyzed. My daughter was almost dead. I took care of her for a long time. Lorenzo helped me. She has recovered now, but she will never speak again.
Okay. So Lorenzo helped with that. Interesting. Whoa. Why is chat not showing up well? What is going on with chat? Hang on. Look at my settings. Dang it. It's probably something with this. Not this. Is this? No. This. No. Now the chat itself is showing up well. Why is this not showing up well here, I guess? What am I doing? I probably have some filter on this. Hang on. See if I can remove that. Yeah, I see. Let's remove that. Yep. Okay. Much better. So it's good. I did not have to do anything with the actual chat tool I use even. I just had to get it to clear up on here. So. There we go. Interesting though. And then why is this? Cut off too much, I think. Sorry about that. I didn't notice that before. Still don't know why it's cutting off the right side. Why would that be? I don't have a way of adjust. Oh wait, maybe I do. I just doing the wrong thing. There we go. Okay. Much better. Chat is working so I can read it, but now chat's fixed on the screen so other people can see it in the video. It was so strange to me. Suddenly I noticed that I didn't understand why. Okay.
Did Walter Jones die following the first impact on hitting the rocks, or from what happened to him when he fell further down?
I was not there to see it, Jack Norm.
The wheelchair seemed to be acting strangely before skidding and falling from the cliff. Could it have been malfunctioning? Could a false maneuver have been the reason for the fall?
I don't know, but it is possible.
These footprints near the tracks of the wheelchair lead me to think that there was an argument which got out of hand.
I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. They are not happy memories, Jack Norm.
Why does he have his shirt unbuttoned like that? Is he trying to distract me with his sexy, hairless upper chest or something?
Who normally walks barefoot on the island?
Sometimes I do.
Okay, so I don't know. That won't really make him more of a suspect or anything, I think. It's interesting to note because as we go forward, more gets revealed. It's possible.
Who is the rightful owner of this piece of chain?
It comes from the sea. One finds many things in the rocks.
Do these pearls mean anything to you?
There are lots of pearls on the island, Jack Norm.
To whom could this shred of cloth collected from the rocks of the Belvedere belong?
It is the sea that snags all this in the rocks, I tell you, Jack Norm. It comes from another part.
What can you tell me regarding the death of Walter Jones?
Old Jones was a bad guy, that is for sure. So he had enemies. That is how it is. This man was asking for trouble.
Where were you and what were you doing last night?
I was in the cabin with my daughter Baina.
What was your relationship with Walter Jones?
Sometimes we had hatred. Sometimes we liked each other. But we did not know each other well. I do not know if I am sad or not. I would have liked to say goodbye to him, to Walter Jones. That's all.
What do you think of the attorney, Hubert de Noland?
I do not like judges and lawyers who are like gods, Jack Norm. Gods alone should be gods. And I like policemen worse still than judges and lawyers, Jack Norm.
Oh. Great. I feel welcome here, thanks.
What do you know about Lorenzo Battaglieri?
Lorenzo is a good man, Jack Norm. Lorenzo helped Baina after the terrible accident. Lorenzo has always been obliging and good with Baina and Colio.
I would love it if you could tell me a little about Sonia.
No one can control Sonia. Sonia is a strong and free woman, like Sagora.
Did you see anyone at the Tortoise Belvedere last evening, or did anything at all catch your attention?
I don't know. I spent the evening in the cabin with Baina.
Do you know anything about medicine?
No.
In that case, you can't help me. I understand.
He always says it so rudely. He's like, all right, you're useless. Just, just don't bother me anymore. Thanks. Bother me? Bother you? You're the one who asked me questions. Stupid policeman. He says she can't talk, but maybe she could write? I don't know if I have paper and pencil or something, but we could try. See, let's
Good
see
morning,
what
miss.
happens.
I'm Jack Norm. I'm a police inspector. That means I will conduct an investigation about the death of Mr. Jones. Walter Jones, you understand?
My daughter has not spoken for years. Leave her alone. She has nothing to do with all your cop business.
If it doesn't bother you, I'd love to take a photo of your hands, please.
She's like, I guess. Whatever, weirdo.
Thanks.
She's like,
This finger with a broken nail makes me strangely think of the tip of the nail that was left embedded in old Jones's face.
I mean, if he was a bad man like they say, it's possible he tried to do something inappropriate and she fought him off. Would not have necessarily made him fall off the cliffside.
I'm collecting footprints, and I'd like to add yours.
No, and she runs off. Ha ha!
Shy girl.
Come on, one more try. No?
I'm collecting footprints, and I'd like to add yours.
No.
Shy girl.
All right, no footprints for me. Apparently, I don't think I should probably try to get in the hut right now. I suppose worst case most likely the worst case, I should say, is they don't let me in the house or in the hut. But it could be, might be better to come back when they aren't here, like maybe in the evening or something. Although if they spent last evening here, there's nothing to indicate to me that they would not spend this evening here as well, but maybe. But I do think if I can possibly come here when they're not here, then I can look around the hut maybe. Yeah, I don't think I had any other options for Colio, so I don't see a way to ask him for permission right now. So, okay. Guess we'll run back across for now. Again, I'm way over here. It's probably going to take me over here, though. This whole strip is all just returned. Yeah, he's running over this way, not over here. So it's all the same. In games like this, I sometimes wish there's I sometimes wish a little bit. I was gonna say a little bit of and then the thing, but that's not what I mean. I wish a little bit that there were something like fast travel. Simply because if you're running through several scenes of emptiness, kind of wastes time unnecessarily, right? Okay, I think I had... No, I guess I came from this way. I was thinking I came from the right. Oh yeah, but there's the chain. Nope, that's right. So I did come from over here. Okay. I don't think I want to go all the way back and ask Sonia and Lorenzo questions about Colio and Baina just because I have them now on my known characters list. That seems a little early. I'll get when I get a hefty set of characters, then I'll get myself over there and we'll see if we can ask them a bunch of questions about people before we finish up there. Okay, so this actually just did more of a zoomed in to the front of the main building hotel rather than just taking me inside. I don't know if this is just in general something they did for the game so that like in some cases you may have more clues than other you don't, or if that means or is supposed to mean that there might be some clues here to take note of. I'm not so far though seeing anything to examine really, so feels like this might just be kind of window dressing, right? Make something look good without really needing to. Okay, yep. I think just go in. The Tower Lounge. What was his name? That's his name, right? Those are his initials. Walter. Oh wait, I just saw it. Yeah, Walter Jones. So that's obviously, those are his initials. Giant seahorse, or whatever you call them in your own country or language or whatever. And I guess nothing else in the entry hall either. To the right, to the left, or forward? The arrows are pointing at different angles here. It's not just the same. Let's go to the left here first. So a front desk looks like, reception of some kind. And another screen over here looks like as well. So we go this way and then we'll have that to go back to get to the entrance again, probably. Does it say? Wait. I'm in. Keycard 162, I see. Okay, so it tells me already. I don't need to right click to examine or something. That's not in this, or at least on that card. I'm suspecting probably it seems like it's not a function at all. Otherwise, there would be just probably if it was supposed to be something you would do sometimes, they probably in the instances where you could not do it would have the character say something like, "I can't do that," right, or something along those lines. So toward the elevators, down the hall. Doesn't really go. Huh. I was expecting this to kind of go more up this way, but I guess this is all the same thing here, which is okay. Just back, yeah. Okay. Okay, so nothing this way. What about over here? Okay, so for sure, a reception desk of some kind. Nothing on the carpet, I don't think. Looks like nothing in the small storage spaces here. Okay, let's go there first, I suppose. Nice. So Dom DeLuise is here. He was the last one in our list anyway. He's down here. This is Walter Jones. Like I said, Dom DeLuise. If you know, you know. Not that it's hard to find anything about him out, but okay, so it's only that. This whole thing is just that one spot. Okay, let's examine the new evidence we got. Oh. Yeah, looks like we have a lot of new evidence, right? Okay. List of people on the island. Okay. Even tells you what suites they're in. So, 142, 152, 141, 51, etc. So, and then this restaurant menu, cold and warm hors d'oeuvre, provincial asparagus with raw vegetable mousseline. Okay, so anyways, they have cold and warm hors d'oeuvres. They have desserts, fish and seafood, meats, desserts, sorbet, aperitif, and digestives. I don't know if any of this really gives us any clues right now, but maybe it's gastronomic. Maybe we'll find something out that will deal with this more. Okay. And then tourist pamphlet. Luxurious and tranquil paradise at the heart of the Maldivian archipelago. I think they mean Maldavian for Moldavia, but maybe not. Maldivian. I don't know what that is referring to, but okay. Archipelago. So series of islands. A pure neo-art deco architectural gem designed by Lorenzo Battaglieri. The Jones Tower residence. So, yeah, I guess it feels like Lorenzo did all the architecture on the island, maybe? Anyway, he did this one for sure, I guess. The Jones Tower residence soars 150 meters above a setting of sand and the greenery of the Segura Atolls lagoon. This sumptuous palace, measuring 150 meters in length and in height, associates the audaciousness, I was going to say audacity, but no, audaciousness of a monumental architectural aesthetic, triumphing with the refinement of its interior decorator. Sorry, I'm reading badly tonight. The refinement of its interior decoration. Set back from large roads and mass tourism. Okay, so this is just stuff about blah, blah, blah. You want to come to our resort, blah, blah, blah. You want to spend all your money, blah, blah, blah. You'll go home fully rested, but also poorer than you came to the island. Something, something, something. So, okay, and then the next page talks about the size of the palace. Yeah. I'm just trying to sift through if there's anything useful for like clues or anything, but I'm not getting the impression there really are. It'd be just the kind of thing if you were going to try to impress your rich friends. Tell them some of these bullet points or something, I think.
Jones really wanted to make this tower into a super luxury hotel.
Okay, and then this. He said piece of... Oh, this is Sonia, though. Not Baina. Baina. Okay. I don't see anything like scuffs or anything on her knuckles. Okay. So she seems uninvolved. It's possible she had a partner or something, too. We'll reserve judgment for later, of course. These shoes... I'm trying to think, it was pretty much just sand, right? So the lack of sand and like the blue color, you know, again, lacking sand, nothing stuck in like on an edge or something, makes me think that these are not the shoes that would have been at the scene of the crime, basically. Whether they're actually hers or somebody else, or I mean, whether she was actually wearing them, I should say, or somebody else was wearing them to try to frame her, potentially. These don't seem like they were near the crime scene, so. These. A little bit of dirt here. This could be something left over from getting wet, but it doesn't really look sandy. And then this. Took a picture of this pyramid structure, yep. And then he shows his feet. This does not look at all close to the same foot tread as other people so far. Probably means that he's also innocent. I think you'd be potentially like more suspicious if people's shoes were similar, like very close to each other. They'd be like, wait, somebody was thinking they could pass off as this other person, maybe. And even then, it's kind of it's a bit iffy to try to make a statement off of that. But I'm just saying, you know, it's less useful for sure when they're so different. Here's the nail that broke. I don't know. See, this looks like it's a jagged break, though. What was when I looked at this? Well, let's, I guess let's keep going for a minute and finish asking the questions, but then I'm going to look and see in our actual evidence, or not in our evidence, but look at the photo we took of his face, because I think it looked like it was sticking out some, and I think it still looked like it was pretty like a clean cut or something from the nail, not so much broken off. Not saying it wasn't. It could have just been the way it looked to me. Anyway. Okay. Chain fragment. That. Okay. Okay. And not coming this way at all. Either to go behind here or to come over here. Only can go back or forward, so we'll do this. Sometimes there are things that look like this, like a valve, like you can maybe turn it, you cannot interact with it, or similar things, but like they're symbols and you can't examine them. So obviously you can only do what you are allowed by the game. So, dear customers, as a result of the tower's final construction stages, this elevator is out of service. Thank you for your understanding. Lorenzo Battagliari. I'm always going to mess his name up, probably. Lorenzo Battaglieri, architect. It's funny, there's only the one thing here, though, but I mean, there have been screens where there's nothing, so I guess that's not super surprising. Okay, let's go this way. And we're back around. So we went here, and then did the whole loop around, came back here. So, let's see, this is also, because it's a straight arrow through that. This also is Bennett, is also, I don't remember what I was going to say exactly. Anyway, well, it looks like we've been to this path for sure. This one, not so much, because we came from over here, I think, this direction. So let's go this way, see what this is. Oh, it is the same. Well, why? Okay, so this is only for the front side of that, I see. Okay. So we can't go up the elevator. So I don't know. Let's see.
Hello? Anyone here? This place is disproportionate.
So that's there. What's with the red? Maybe that's the elevator? But from this angle, yeah, that's probably the elevator. Go to the right. So that first. I don't think it matters. I'm trying to think if I go up and down and up and down and up and down, I'm going to lose track of where I left off, right? I think. I say right like you would know what trouble I have in my brain or not. But back to the left, back to the left, back to the right. Let me just check where this is first. Back to the front doors, okay. Not too difficult. So we have made a full circle pretty much of the inside now. Seeming like there's probably not much here to examine, just couches and, or seats and tables. But does this go? Around? Huh. Excuse me. So we're going elevated over here. What is this? I see. Just over here, which was already elevated, but I didn't remember it because I came from a different direction. Now, I have a few different rooms, like assigned suites, so I can look and see. Suite 152, 141, 142, 142, 152. So far, 142 is more preferred. Or 14th floor, I should say, not 142, that's a room. 14th floor. 15th, I think that about ties it up. Floor 22, it's obviously different. Each HUD, of course. 14th floor, 15th floor. Jeez. So you got 15th and 1. 20 seconds an outlier, don't count that. I don't know, it doesn't matter, I guess. 14 to 15. Start with the bottom one. It's fine. One 42, 141. So this would be Marco's. Okay. Just in case there's anything else notable here that's connected to that.
I need a key.
So I need to go back down to get the key.
I need a key.
Neither of those. I don't remember seeing keys down by the desk down below. I hovered around and on top of the desk. I didn't see anything where I could like look in a drawer or something for there. So I don't know where I get the key. Not offhand. I guess we're done with this. Doesn't proceed down any further like it's supposed to. I I guess it's just these two rooms on this floor. Interesting. Okay, for now, I suppose. Nothing on the paintings, right? And these are stairs instead of the elevator. I think I don't need to take the stairs right now. I think they're stable, but I just think it'll like take a longer time to do the stairs. Probably slowly watching him walk around instead of something else. So these are probably also more or less off limits. Like nobody's gonna answer. There are these doors here, but these don't let me interact at all. So it's got to be something up here. Okay.
I need a key.
It's gonna be the same for all of these, probably.
I need a key.
Yeah, okay. Again, so I don't see anything in the stairwell. Just can go up and down, so it doesn't really matter, I suppose. Now, there were also, beyond the floors where people had rooms potentially, it's also lobby 1 and lobby 2. So I wonder, let's go to lobby 1. Okay, Tower Lounge. This is the first one. This is where I already was. Okay. If I go to lobby 2, then what do I get? Is it just the other side where I was before? Interesting. Yeah, I don't think I've been here. Where do these stairs go down then? Like lobby 1, obviously, but where? I'm trying to familiarize myself and get used to Tower Lounge. So it'd be down one more to lobby 1. I see. Just the grand staircase here, right? Okay, that makes sense. Slow me down because there are stairs. I know. I personally use extra. I'm out of shape, but that doesn't mean that my guy has to be. Okay. All right. I think even though we got a little bit of a late start today, I think we're going to call it there for now. So let me save. Okay. And I guess this. Okay. That'll do that for this evening. Thanks for joining me, Silhouette. Appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know why. Just in the mood for more murder mysteries than we've already done with the Page Creek killings, even though that is a little bit horror, I guess. But anyway, more in the mood for that type of stuff right now. Than we have horror coming up in like 5.5 weeks or something, so not too much longer anyway. So if we don't get anything before then anything more than what we're already doing, then that's fine with me, I guess. Okay. I appreciate the support. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, so basically 12 hours from now, we'll be streaming again. So appreciate it. Hope you have a good day. Until then, see you next time you can join me. Otherwise, take care of yourself and I'll talk to you soon. Until next time. Peace.
Poor spider.
This freaking boy. Oh, that's so sad.